Man, there's just so much going on. I had to hit you with a let's go. Stock market daily. Let's just do a daily update here. Let's talk about the news going on. This is what I told you about these pharmaceutical stocks. Boys, we're looking at these gainers and losers, and needless to say, I told you. I told you these things are wild. Synthorx. That's what I'm calling it. Thor. Ticker symbol Thor, baby. Up 170 freaking percent. Let's go. And why is that? Well, needless to say, they're getting bought out at a 172% premium to their closing price. How in the crap are they getting purchased for 172% more than their current value? That's absolutely wild. That's all I can tell you. So, if you own any of these shares, I feel very happy for you. You did a great job. You better sell and just enjoy your life now. Go retire if you had a lot of money in these. Just kidding. Never retire. Keep the money in stocks. Let's go, baby. We have Aircool. Guess what? Pharmacy. Pharmaceutical stock. 47. Guess what? Pharmaceutical stock. X Biotech. Yeah. Pharmaceutical stock. Fate Therapeutics. Pharmaceutical stock. All somewhere around the 50% plus up. Look at these moves. And these aren't small stocks. Look at that. $30 per share here. 19 per share here. 19 per share here. These aren't penny stocks. So these are big movers. So this is definitely a huge deal. Another, Neolocan. I don't know how to say it. Sorry. The voice just, the brain's not working that much. Aptos Bioscientist up. My gosh, look at all this. Oh, that's right, an automotive one on here. Let's go. Okay. LMP Automotive Holdings up. Nice. And Antero Resources and Stage Stores. Now, as far as the losers are concerned, you have Precision Biosciences, Detail. Don't know what Detail is. I don't like it, though. 48% down. Sorry. Diplomat Pharmacy. Diplo. That's right. You're a dip, dude. Down 32%. Obzeva. Down 17. Neurotrope. Down 4. Mustang Bio. Down 17. What? Centogene. U.S. Well Services. IMAC Holdings. Cosmos Energy. Look at this little poor guy. Cosmos Energy. And Tivity Health. Poor guy. All down pretty massively. Now let's look at the after hours. There's a couple guys here to point out. Aquilium up 17. Stitch Fix up 12, just off of an earnings report. GNW here. Genworth Financial, another big day for them. MongoDB up huge, 5%. For a stock that value, that's massive. I mean, that's massive growth there. Livongo Health. Casey General Store off in earnings down 6%. Danos is down 4%. PLDT down 3.6%. And finally, Constellation Pharmaceuticals down 3.1%. Another noteworthy one in terms of movers would be a lovely guy known as Toll Brothers, baby. Toll Brothers, luxury house maker. Guess what? Revenue down a little bit year over year, but beats by 190 million, and beats on a EPS standpoint by 10 cents. And this is crazy, and this is why I say they are a luxury house seller, because average price of $800K to $820K. That's an expensive house. I'm from the Midwest, so I mean, obviously houses are very cheap here, but overall, $800,000 is a very expensive house. It's very freaking expensive. So that's good, though, for housing. I mean, home building deliveries were down 1%. Home sales revenue fell 1%. Not great. House margin was 22%. Interesting to look at, though, for Toll Brothers. So that's an interesting one to look at. We have Disney here reaching $10 billion. That's right. Breaking records, as they always do. They already broke the record for box office in July after Lion King, and now they've got not only Frozen pushing them forward, they've also got, that's right, Star Wars coming out on the 15th. Is it the 15th? I think it's the 15th. It's on the 15th, I think. Star Wars coming out. My gosh. And Star Wars is going to sell huge. You already know it is. So this is just going to be a huge record-breaking year for Disney. And again, that's excluding any of the Fox assets. It does not include the extra $2 billion that Fox, I can't say that right, that Fox would have brought in. They didn't include that in this $10 billion number. So next year should be even huger as long as they have good movies lined up. Obviously, they don't have Star Wars lined up for next year, not until 2023 or something, I believe they said. 2022, maybe. But this is a shocker to me, too, seeing this. So T-Mobile and Sprint still not finalizing this merger because these pieces of garbage, 13 states and D.C., are trying to stop this merger. Which, first off, Sprint's a garbage company. T-Mobile, good company. So these are not like the big players, though. Obviously, Verizon and AT&T are the two top by a good margin, and then T-Mobile's right behind them. Sprint's, pretty far behind them, but the mixture of these two is not anything that I would consider to be concerning. The concern here, they say, is it'll raise prices, limit competition. I mean, that's the point of capitalism here, is that you can buy out companies. If you want to have a merger, you're allowed to do that. And it's not like they're in two different sectors. They're the same sector, so it's not like there's nothing stopping anyone else from coming into the business. It's not like T-Mobile's owning 10 different sectors of business. They're not owning retail. They're not owning, every single possible concept here. It's just two of the same companies, wireless carrier providers. They're just combining. I don't see the issue with this. I don't know why this is an issue, but this is like 5 years in the making. Gosh. And then, China. China makes a move against foreign tech. You know what, China? Could hit Microsoft, Dell, and HP. My lovely HP and my lovely Microsoft. Substitutions will take place 30% in 2020, so they're going to stop. They're going to be removing foreign hardware and software within 3 years. That's right, you communists. You don't want my American tech? I don't want you. But this obviously could put a damper on any sort of potential trade deals, anything like this. This is just concerning stuff. So this is a little bit aggressive, so we'll see what the response is to this. Then we have Facebook selling Oculus Medium, which is a sculpting tool, 3D virtual reality sculpting tool, obviously Oculus being that. They sold it to Adobe without the terms were not enclosed, so be interesting to see what kind of cash that makes. And obviously you see Facebook is preparing to buy more game studios to increase titles on the Oculus platform. So that's fantastic for them regardless. So this is, this Oculus is just a way in which you can make these games / shows, as it might be, games / displays, whatever you might want to consider it as. So it'll be interesting if they buy more game studios. You can add more games onto your Oculus. I'm 100% okay with that, because guess what? I'm going to be getting me an Oculus one of these days. Then we have Apple on watch as tariff and deadline approaches. Wed Bush, you are a garbage analyst. It's make or break week for Apple as tech. The December 15th deadline approaches rapidly in the U.S.-China trade deal. Apple has the most to lose / gain on the deadline, with 40% of iPhones sold globally coming out of the U.S. Well, guess what? Why do you hit 50 cents of EPS you think will get hit? Listen, my guy, I don't know where you do the math on this, but you seem to be struggling, and I don't get the math here. First off, something will be figured out to fix this. But you have an outperform rating with a 325 price target, but you think the EPS is going to get hit 50 cents? Boy, I'm going to smack the chap off your lips if you think that's happening. No chance. Apple develops. They're working on service revenue continuously increasing, which service is a good margin business for them, good EPS for them. They'll be making profit on that. iPhones, you know what? They'll make profit on them still. You want to know why? It's what they do. It's freaking Apple. They find a way to adapt. They always do. They're always on top of everyone. And then, speaking of Apple as well, we have the Mac Pro going on sale today at $6,000 freaking dollars. Holy crap! And people are gonna buy this stuff. Oh my gosh! You know I ain't pay $6,000 for a laptop in my life. The release date was first spotted by YouTuber MKBHD. What does that mean? What is that? What is that? Is that a YouTube name? I don't get it. The system is designed for audio and video professionals. That's me. I do that. I do that. What else do we have? That's right. Facebook should top Alpha Bofa. Hey, oh gosh, guess what? You want Bofa? You want some of Bofa? And then you're gonna answer and you say, yeah, what's Bofa? And I say, Bofa these nuts. Oh gosh, it stands for Bank of America, so it's not funny. But Facebook is said to benefit more than Google. That's right. You're gonna say Facebook's gonna get potentially more ad growth? That's pretty intense. You want to know why? Ad spend growth up 15% next year versus from a previous 14%. So basically, you just learned how to count and add one. So you're stupid. Ad rates are growing a little bit higher than that, my guy. So let's calm down on that. Let's learn the math here. I mean, if I got to take you to school, I'll teach you some lessons because you're about to get BOFA. Online ad penetration 52% from this year's 48%. So you're gonna add 4% more penetration of BOFA, and you think it's only gonna be 1 percentage point in ad growth? You know what? You disappoint me. Xerox makes a pitch to the shareholders, and guess what? I say, get out of my house, Xerox. Xerox said, well, it proposed $33 billion merger of the companies. This could be great for us. It could equal $31 per share. Well, guess what? You're a piece of garbage, and you know what? You're not convincing me. You're going to try to do this. This is what could happen. I'm keeping my HP shares. You're not going to be making me sell these at $22 per share. Not doing it. You fake news. Xerox, I'm rejecting this. Just going to tell you that right now. Even though it does sound tasty if this is true. Ooh. Gosh dang, those numbers look tasty if it's possible. But it's not. That's right, my baby target is named Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance is 2019 Company of the freaking Year, and you know they are for good reason. This is a company that was a piece of crap, and I wouldn't have touched them 5 years back with all of their absolute garbage going into politics and just being stupid. Stick to the business, and they're sticking to the business, and they're geniuses about it. They're running this company very well, and they're absolutely dominating it, and the stock price is up 88% on the year so far. My gosh. Let's keep ringing them up, baby. And Microsoft, guess what? Amazon's whining like a little baby, trying to say that they need this contract. They want this Jedi contract. Guess what? Microsoft is just gonna, that's right, brush you off and keep working. It's just creating noise. That's right, Dan Ives, just creating noise. And you know what that means? Who cares? Microsoft's going to get this at the end of the point. 32% of workloads in cloud today. Poised to hit 55% by 2020. Microsoft are in the catbird seat What is a catbird? Am I insane? What is a catbird? You mean the pilot seat? I don't know what the catbird is. That sounds like a metamor. What is those things? What were those books called? Metamorphosis books. You remember what I'm talking about? On the cover, it had like a human turning into an animal thing. That is a catbird. What the heck is that? Catbird seat to get more of these complex workloads. So obviously, that's fantastic. If they Microsoft is keeping this contract. There's no denying that. This is $10 billion in revenue for me, baby. Let's go. So we'll see how that goes. We have Arbor Realty, one of my bigger holdings, offering I don't like that. Share price has risen up quite a bit, so they're going to go ahead and offer some public shares. I don't like that, but they also do plan on buying stock from the CEO. I don't like introducing more shares into the market. It devalues them. I understand it's probably just going to be using that to get some more shares. Get some more shares out in the market and get some cashish, and they're going to use that cashish probably for some sort of acquisition is my assumption. So definitely something to look at. Then finally, Amazon blaming. You blaming Trump. You blaming Trump. He says that, they had to find some defense. They're saying just because Donald doesn't like Amazon that much, that's the reason why the Pentagon chose that. I got a bad thing for you. There's no real chance. I don't think this is the reason, but you know what? You do what you gotta do, Jeffrey Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos? Excuse me? Who calls him Jeffrey? And Amazon wants a reevaluation. Yeah, that's right. What's gonna happen here? Amazon's keeping it, baby, and you already know it. Sorry, Amazon. I don't own you. I own Microsoft, so I want Microsoft to get this deal, baby. That's a long news day. I'm sorry for dragging it out.